This is my, some people would call it scrap pile or a cutoff pile. I prefer to call it my small pieces pile. It goes from the floor all the way to the bottom of the window well there. This is a basement shop, so it's close to 6 feet high. That's not all of it. Those are in boxes by thickness. So on the top couple boxes are 1/4 and 1/8 thick. Then it gets to 1/2, and then it gets down to 3/4. I think you'll be able, yeah, you can see that. 1/2, 5/8, and so. And there's actually a second row in front. So that's a lot of small pieces right there. But that's not even all of it. Underneath the counter where I have my radial arm saw and my miter saw, you can see them right here, I have another overflowing bin where I throw cutoffs as I'm working on items. Those are all 3/4 thick. There's maple, there's oak, there's mahogany, there's sapele, there's you name it. There's a lot of stuff in there. And there's still a couple more boxes underneath my table saw. I know pretty well every woodworker has the same thing. They can't bear to throw away wood, especially stuff that like walnut that's right now it's about $18 a board foot. You just can't bear to throw that stuff away. So what do you do with it? What I did is I looked through a thumb drive I got from Steve Good. If you go to his website, stevedgood.com, you will see a thumb drive advertised. I forget what the price is. I'll look it up and I'll put it in the description. There was about 3,000 patterns on that thumb drive. I started looking through it yesterday or the day before, and I came up with a good idea to use all those small pieces. And that is, I found a pattern that was called Animal Shapes. It was, I forget how many pages, but there were 36 different animals, assuming I counted correctly. But there were about 36 different animals, and I printed them out and cut them out. So now I have all of these. Those are the smaller ones. Here's another batch. Those are the larger ones. I made 2 of each. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start hunting through the piles of wood, see what I can come up with, and we'll start attaching some patterns to wood. I used a couple of the small patterns here and one of the little bit larger ones as an example. Since I was working with small patterns and small pieces of wood, to me the way of affixing them made the most sense was these glue sticks. Anywhere they sell school supplies, you can get those. They're pretty cheap. You just take the end off, roll it open, kind of like a deodorant or lipstick or something, and put the glue on the back of the object, stick it to the wood. So that's where we're at. I did the rabbits here. I did in maple. I wanted white rabbits. The rabbit doesn't have any inside cuts. It's 3/4 thick maple though, so I don't know if this 7-blade's going to do it. It will, but it's going to be slow. All these items that I made out of the 3/4 and the 1/2 inch scrap, I used, for the most part, I used the glue sticks to put the pattern on the wood. The easiest way to get that off is with a disc sander. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm just going to put an oil finish on them. It's quick, it's inexpensive, and it brings out the grain and the beauty of the wood. There's a mousse in cherry. I'm continuing to work on these animal cutouts, animal shapes from scraps and cutoffs. It's a fun project. This is only some. I believe I counted 36 different patterns, and I made 2 of each, so I've got a lot of cutting yet to do, but this is enough to show you what they look like. There's a kiwi there, a mouse, a fox, cat, kangaroo, seal, goose or a duck, I don't know, moose, and a skunk. So that gives you a good idea of what these look like with a coat of oil on them. As I said, I've got more to cut yet and more to finish, but that gives you an idea of one way you can use up some of your scrap. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment if you have any comments. Do you have any ways that you use scraps and cutoffs that you might want to share with others? And then please subscribe.